Hey there, welcome back to my channel, Builds, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaliyah and I'm a builder in The Sims 4. To celebrate hitting 300 subscribers on YouTube, I have created a shell challenge for you all. I thought it would be a really fun way to celebrate, but first I wanted to just say thank you all so much for supporting me and liking my builds and just in general interacting with me. I appreciate it all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And so here we are with our little celebration shell. So here we are with the shell. It's not too big, I would say. It's actually quite small. It's kind of a weird layout, not gonna lie. When I built it, you'll see it later in the video. I had a little trouble with the layout, but I figured it out in the end, but it's a little weird, I will admit. So the rules, let's get through the rules. Don't touch my walls. That is the first rule of any shell challenge, is don't touch the walls. Just don't do it. Like, you can't just like get rid of a room like that. No, you can't do that. That is a part of the build. You have to include it. You can't remove walls. No. And you cannot turn them into fences. No. You can't do that. Leave all of these walls that you see as is. What you can do, however, is you can add like balconies or porches outside, literally up to you. Like, you could do that if you wanted. I don't really care. That's up to you. You can add half walls outside as well, because they don't make like a room or anything. Like, half wall, totally fine. You can use them as like fencing. Up to you. You can also add fencing too if you want. Once again, up to whatever build you do. Just don't add any full wall heights or rooms outside of the existing build. Obviously, when you're in the inside, you can do your own layout and add walls in there. I've already deleted all the walls that existed beforehand, so it's completely open, hopefully to avoid any confusion on that. Please do not use any custom content in this build, because when I go to tour them, the custom content won't place when I place it because I don't have it downloaded. I don't have custom content. So make sure you do not use any custom content in here. And on the same track, I do have pack restrictions. I apologize so much. I just really wanted to do a shell challenge, but I don't have all the packs at this point in my life. So I have an entire list of all the packs that you can use, and they will be listed in the description down below, as well as in the infographic I have that will be pinned on my Twitter. It'll be on my Discord. It'll be on my Twitch panel as well, and I'll post it to Instagram too. So it'll be everywhere so that you can just quickly look it up when you're doing this. You can see like, okay, get together. Okay, I can use get together, and you can do that. Off of that, you can do any lot type with restrictions, because I don't have dine out, for example, so you cannot do a restaurant. I mean, you can do a restaurant, it just won't. Make sure you don't use any of the restaurant items and don't have it set as a restaurant lot type. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. But you can do a fake restaurant if you want. Literally up to you. But there are restrictions in terms of lot type because of the packs I own. But within the packs that I do own, you can do any lot type. It could be residential, it could be a gym, like completely up to you. You can put it on any lot size. I have it downloaded here as a 20 by 15 lot. So it fits on the smallest lot, and then you can obviously put it on any of the other lot sizes. 64 by 64 will be quite large for this tiny little thing, but completely up to you and whether or not you want to do a lot of landscaping. So that'll be fun. You can add a foundation if you want. You can raise it up. You can raise it up however high you want. Like, what if you wanted it this high? Totally up to you. You can change the wall heights as well. So if you wanted it to be really tall for some reason, you could do that. Yeah, that's all the rules. So this is due on April 16th, 2021. So you have over a month to get this done. And then I will be touring them for a video on April 20th. So make sure that you have your videos up by April 16th so that I can tour them probably on the 17th and have the video ready to go up on the 20th. So if you do put yours on the gallery after the 16th, it is not guaranteed to be in the tour video for YouTube, so make sure that you do meet the deadline. But if you don't, and you're just doing it for fun, that's totally fine as well, up to you. But yeah, and also if you put it on any of your social medias or YouTube or on the gallery, make sure you use the hashtag leebeeshell so that I can find it easily and everyone else can find it too. So yeah, that's my shell challenge. Should be fun, and you'll be able to watch the rest of this video now where you can see me kind of doing my own version of it. And so yeah, let's go over to the speed build now. So what I did is I moved it over here into Windenburg because, I don't know, I liked the vibes. It looks like there is a mailbox that gets placed down with the build, so feel free to delete that unless you want it there for some reason, but you can definitely delete that. It looks like I forgot to make sure it wasn't there when I uploaded it to the gallery. Whoops. The roofing here, I will say right now, is probably going to be pretty difficult. I had a little bit of trouble with it, so good luck. This is what I came up with here, and I'm happy with how it turned out, but it was definitely a little finicky. Once you get like the angled walls in there, it makes everything so much harder to like roof. So it was very interesting, and you can see what I did here is I did add a wall on the outside, but it's just so that I could make that like one of those little room things so that I could put the siding around. So that's fine as well if you wanted to do something like that. I used a lot of seasons in this build for like all the windows. I actually used a lot of packs in this. I figured because this is just for my shell challenge that there's no need to do any pack restrictions, so I went all out. I'm also really bad at pack restricting, so there's that. But I've now tasked anyone who wants to do this shell challenge to do it with pack restrictions because I don't have all the packs. So yeah, once again, I do apologize for all of that. While we're in this speed build, I'm actually going to list off all the packs that I do have in case you wanted to know now. I've got Get Together, City Living, Seasons, Island Living, Discovery University, Eco Lifestyle, Snowy Escape for all the expansions. For game packs, I've got Spa Day, Parenthood, Jungle Adventure, Realm of Magic, and Journey to Batuu. For stuff packs, I've got Perfect Patio, Cool Kitchen, Movie Hangout, Backyard, Bowling Night, Fitness, Laundry Day, Moschino, Tiny Living, Nifty Knitting, Paranormal, and then like the holiday pack. So that's all the packs that I own. And as you can see by looking at my build, it looks kind of almost beachy, or like, I don't, what someone described in my Twitch chat when I was doing this, they described it as cats and dogs without cats and dogs, because I don't have cats and dogs, but I made a build that kind of gave off the vibes of cats and dogs. So I think that's kind of funny that I like made a cats and dogs build without using any cats and dogs, although it probably would have come really in handy for this build. I really would have. I did build it in Windenburg. I felt like that was a cute little space for this, and I made it like this. It's very white and black on the outside, but I think it looks almost like beachy, or like just like a cute little vacation home or something. It's not very big, like I said, the shell is quite small, so I was able to fit in 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. I probably could have done a little more work and probably done like a nursery or something as well, but I didn't end up doing that. I just kept it as 1 bedroom. But say if you wanted to download my version off the gallery, you can definitely try to work in a little nursery in the bedroom upstairs, because the bedroom is quite large. It's just like, it was so weirdly shaped that I couldn't like get in a double bed. It's also only a single bed, so there's definitely a single sim here. I'm not too sure anyone would want to play in this, just because there are limitations in like how many sims you can play with and whatnot. This house, my version of it, comes to just under $100,000, so it's not too expensive, I would say. It's pretty playable, and yeah, I really like the outside of it. It's my favorite part of the build. I think it's so cute, and it's got all these cute little gardens around. I think it's very, very nice, in my opinion. I didn't go too all out with the gardens because I thought it was kind of nice to have the grass areas that were around instead of it all be flowers. So that's kind of what I went with that. And now you're watching me try to do the kitchen. This is the second attempt at doing the kitchen. I cut all the footage from the first attempt because I originally had a back door out onto the porch, and it just wasn't working for the layout because of this angled wall that I decided was a fantastic idea for this shell challenge. But then I forgot that I also had to do the shell challenge. So yeah, basically I had to get rid of that door because I wanted to make sure the kitchen was like functional and big enough to make sense. So right when you walk in, you come straight into the kitchen and then off into the little like tower room area. That's where the little dining space is. It's just like an eat-in little tiny table. I used the table from Paranormal stuff, just with, not the seance table, but the other one, like the normal table, and it's just like got this like lovely pink covering on it. It's very pretty. I think this house is very like pretty. That's how I would describe it as. I think I really like this little eat-in area. If I lived in this house, I would love eating breakfast there every day with the sun coming in those windows, and you can look out onto like the little lake out front. I think it's very beautiful. And now that we have that new base game update with all the CC creations, I used that flower in the vase. I used that in the build a lot. I think that's maybe the only item that I used from the new update, just because I wasn't going for a super more modern vibe. So a lot of like the like hallway table or whatever else there is, the like wardrobe, they didn't quite fit the vibe of this build, but I'm excited to use them in the future. This kitchen, I put some little cookbooks and little like the bread thing. So I used some Parenthood. Obviously the counters are from Parenthood, and then I used Cool Kitchen stuff just to kind of decorate with like the spices on the wall. You've got like the little shelf here as well from Cool Kitchen, and got the cutting board. I can't remember what else. There was one more thing, but yeah. And I just made like this little seating area with the little rocking chair we got. I thought it was super cute. I actually really like this kitchen. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and honestly, it's gorgeous. If I had made this shell bigger, I think what I would have done is made it like a little B&B, but I made it way too small for that idea. But if I had made it bigger, I definitely would have made sure that I could like have like a little B&B, but there's only one bedroom, so it doesn't really make sense. So yeah, I think that would have been a great vibe for this kind of house. Now we're in the living room, and you can see I'm making my own little like TV stand thing. I used the dresser from Relevant Magic and the bookcase from Relevant Magic to kind of make like this little table, and then on the side I put shelves just with some decorations on them, and used the wall items from Snowy Escape, I think it's from Snowy Escape. I use those little wall items just to kind of make it seem like it's all like one unit. So I also made sure, it was hard to find something in like a white swatch that would help make it like look like it was a completed unit. And then here over in the couch, I did actually go for a more modern looking couch. I thought it was like okay because there was like some pillows and like the blanket on it. It's the one from Paranormal, and I really love the couch, so I couldn't turn it down. But I took a little time deciding which couch to use because I wasn't really sure, and all the side tables in this game are way too big, so I sized down the ones from Jungle Adventure, but then I had used the red shelf to put the lamps on, which also, I didn't mention this because I said no CC, but red shelf doesn't count because I have red shelf, but you're gonna delete it anyways once you're done using it, so feel free to use the red shelf to raise things up onto the surfaces properly. Like, definitely do that. Please do that. The red shelf is a great resource to make your decorating so much easier. I love it. Under the staircase, I put like this little table with like some decorations on it. I've got like the little cow plant thing, and right now there's magazines, but I switched that out for a little fish tank from Snowy Escape, and I put like one of those little movie hangout mirrors because I thought it was just so cute and fit really nicely on under the stairs to make it seem more finished. And then over here, this little nook, I've got like this little violin area, a nice comfy movie hangout chair that looks very cozy and still like kind of beachy almost. I think it like fits the vibe of the house still. And yeah, and then up here the layout was a little difficult again. So right when you come up the stairs, you've got another little activity area. There's actually quite a lot of skill building items in here, so this wouldn't be a bad idea to play in. You've got knitting, you've got painting, there's going to be a chess table, downstairs there's violin, you obviously got cooking for regular cooking stuff. And yeah, so there's plenty of options for your sim in terms of building skills. Right now I'm going to take the time just to mention that I did not record the footage of me doing the patio. You can see it in the tour at the end of the video. I completely forgot to restart my footage because I had finished the build. I was like, yeah, I'm done. So I stopped recording and then I was like, oops, I forgot the patio. And then I didn't restart the recording. I just did the patio. So I definitely forgot to do that. But what you guys do get to see is a bathroom. I always cut my bathrooms from my footage. So here's a bathroom, yay! It's not like my most favorite bathroom, but it's honestly a pretty good bathroom. I'm not very great at bathrooms, so I'm actually pretty proud of this one. The layout works, I think, really well, and it feels quite realistic, if I'm being honest. I think it looks pretty nice, and I put like some storage in there too. Like, I think it looks quite nice for a bathroom. Yeah, that's my opinion. And then right next to the bathroom is the massive but tiny bedroom all at the same time. Like, it's just the shape is so weird that I was only able to put a single bed so that your Sims can walk around properly. But then it's also big enough where they have this little wardrobe area with the dresser and the mirror and the chair. Like, they have all this space. Like, what I could have done is made this little dresser area into like a nursery or something. I could have done that. It would have been really small and bad, but I could have done that. I didn't, but that's always an idea if you were interested in playing with this version of the shell. Obviously, if you look at the hashtag leebeeshell, once people start uploading their own versions, you can definitely see, like, you can download all of their versions as well. You can have an entire neighborhood of the leebeeshell. Like, come on, that'd be so freaking hilarious. They'd all look so different, but they'd all look like kind of the same. It would be really weird. So yeah, here's that single bed I was talking about. And yeah, that's all that could fit in here. And over here, I just added another, like, the exact same setup from the dining room down below is up here because I didn't know what to put there. And that there's also up on the tower. I did not furnish that, so. But if you guys do in your version, I'm excited to see it. But yeah, that's the end of the video. We'll be heading into the tour soon. Remember that the shell challenge is due April 16th, and you can find it on my gallery, leebebuilds. And I guess I will see you in the next video. So bye bye everyone. Have a happy Tuesday. I'll see you next time.